All right, so we are going to recap our first day on the Carnival celebration, Jordan's first cruise. And before we even break down what we did today, Jordan, what's your first impression of your first ever day on a cruise? First impression.
I'll be back.
But why? Why do you feel that?
It's really because I always thought about it, but it really is like a city on the ocean, like a mini city on the ocean. So yeah.
So we're gonna recap our day, and Jordan, jump in where you can. So we left the hotel around I think 9:30. We sort of stayed across the street from the cruise port, and then got in a lift. It was about 10 minutes, maybe.
Not even.
Not even that. What you thought about going through security? That was pretty, I thought it was like 2 minutes, 5 minutes getting through.
Personally, being in security, you know my thoughts. But no, security was really quick. Check in and that process was extremely quick. We was done within 5 minutes. No line, no wait. It was great. For a 6,500 people ship, yeah, it was great. I think security was smooth.
Yeah, our check-in time was actually 10 a.m., but we were inside, I think, at 9:30.
Yeah, 9:37 or something like that.
And then in security, I lost my clothes at, but they found it for me and brought it back to me, so I got my hat back. That's exciting. Then we sat around for a little bit, and there was a wedding on the ship, so they actually went on first to get the wedding and stuff done. And then we checked in, and then able to board, and then Jordan took his first step on a cruise ship and saw it for the first time. What was your impression when you walked in and saw it for the first time?
It was grand. Since this is like a newer ship and it's this what is it, celebration ship or whatnot of the 50 years, it was very bougie. It was very nice, big. It was very like it was speaking to you when you walked in. Everything was shining and it was nice, interior with everything. I really liked it. It's bougie. It was up to my part, to say the least.
So when you cruise, your room is not ready until like 1:30ish. So we were on, as you know, around 11. I think we were on it. So we went to eat first, and we went to the buffet. Talked about the buffet food. And
I only was just trying to sample little things. So I had like some ribs, which they was really good. Macaroni and potato slices. Then I also ordered my first alcoholic beverage, which I would rate it, the buffet, a solid 8 out of 10.
So I ate everything, by the way. I had multiple plates and dessert, cheesecake. I had jambalaya. I had ribs. I like to try something new on a cruise, and I had shawarma for the first time at the buffet. But I tried it all. I had it all. Shrimp tempura. I had a drink. I've been drinking that since we got here, by the way. And it's like late at night now. I've been drinking all day. So that was that, and then I think we walked around for a little bit and did a tour, and then our room is finally ready. But we are in a special area of the ship called the Havana Cabana area. So it's like a ship within a ship. You need like a wristband to be back in this area. If you look at our room tour that Jordan did a great job on, by the way, check the room tour out. We have a little patio. We actually put this right here. Though. We have a little patio. With a front porch and a hammock and everything. Like we're in Cuba, our room is Cuban designed, Cuba inspired. We have some robes as well. But when you saw the room for the first time, then on the hotel, our bathroom was pretty small. We were hoping that hope that the cruise bathroom is bigger than this. But when you saw the room for the first time, the cabin that we have, what was your thoughts, Preston?
I was surprised. It was more spacious than I'd have thought. I do like all the storage space, all the actual like extra space you get, not just with your bed, but just like kind of like the chill area we got over here. And the bathroom is way nicer than the bathroom we had in the hotel. When I walked in the room, the first thing I did was walk to the bathroom, like, let's see. But I really enjoyed it. In the balcony, I'm gonna be there every morning and read my little book, so I'm gonna enjoy it. It was a really nice room.
So one highlight for Jordan, two highlights. I don't know he likes unpacking so much, but apparently he enjoys that apparently, and he had a good time doing that. But then we went on the spa tour, and I ended up spending some money. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about the spa tour.
Yeah, the spa tour had everything. Like this is real extra. They have like Botox, acupunctures, suction, face, all this other stuff. But what caught my attention, where if you go to the gym, you know this is important as they work out. The steam room. So they had a regular steam room, but they also had like what was it called?
Aromatherapy.
Yeah, it was like more of a aroma steam room though, with just like the fragrant, the oils, essential oils. But then they also had like a salt sauna. So it was crazy. But also within that, you had like marble seating that was heated, and you had like a private pool kind of area in that area. So it was more of like a de-stress kind of steam room slash extra area, which is usually included in gyms if you go to the gym. So I needed to use that because I am going to utilize the gym because I was the next to it.
But we did see the gym.
Yes.
But actually, what package did we get in the spa? You got a package in the spa. What did you get?
It was a 149 just to have access to that room on 5 days. So I can go down there whenever I want when it's open. Mainly after I work out.
Okay. And then we had your first ever sail away party. You got to see some of the other ships go by in a quiet fashion, but Carnival is kind of turned up a little bit.
Yeah, well, yeah. So what came to my attention was one, how new and I guess advanced this ship was. Seeing all other ships pass, I was like, wow, I'm glad I'm on this one. Just looking at the top with the roller coasters and the slides, but also it was really cool to see how exciting everybody was and how happy everybody was waving at the other ships as they started to embark on their little journey. So that was a really good vibe and energy time. And then the director of all activities, Lee,
Yes.
his vibe.
Yeah.
Lee, if y'all ever take a Carnival cruise ship, make sure Lee is directing it because Lee was just such a great time. He was hilarious. But yeah.
Yes, and before we got on the ship, I was telling Jordan that Lee was the cruise director. I think he went over his head until he actually met him, and then he saw him in action. He's like, oh yeah, I can see why he's the cruise director of the year for Carnival. Lee's just full of energy and all that kind of good stuff. Of course, you can't have a party without a wobble. There's some wobbling going on there, some other stuff. So then from there, what do we do next? I think we had a full schedule, by the way. So there's an app. Let's explain the app. So there's an app. It's called the Carnival Hub app, where you select all of your events. There's 1,000 things going on. You can't possibly
There's always something going
do
on.
everything. You got to sacrifice some stuff because there's so much going on. Oh, I almost forgot Bolt.
Oh, Bolt.
Got to talk about Bolt. Talk about Bolt. You did it twice. He loved it so much. That's the roller coaster.
Yeah. So when they opened up 1 o'clock, I was the first pretty much to be up there, and I love adventures. I love roller coasters. I love that adrenaline you kind of get from that excitement. So I did it the first time, and it was really fun. I didn't know like the amount of control you really can have. So it's a roller coaster where it has a set speed, but you also have knobs on it, so you can kind of use like a motorcycle, and you can make it go faster. And the whole goal is for you to do it multiple times so you can get quicker at it. But more or less, it was just fun. I did it before we actually started to sail off. So I just saw Miami, and then I did it once we sailed off. We was in the middle of the ocean, and you can see like the sunset in Miami in the backdrop. I'm doing it every day to say the least.
So I'll be on it tomorrow morning. I'm going to be on it. And then after Boat, we went to dinner in our assigned restaurant, which is the Festival, I believe, restaurant. How was the dinner experience for you?
I think the dinner first I had to get used to the rocking, which that's when it finally hit me, the rocking of a boat.
It's kind of rocking now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is rocking now since we know the video. Yeah. I was sitting in the chair and I was looking at Frank. I'm like, you don't feel that? I mean, like, I'm just swaying. It was very interesting. But the dinner itself, first the hospitality of the staff was amazing, but the dinner was amazing. I had calamari for the appetizer. He didn't like, but I love seafood. The calamari was great. The sauce was great. And then I ended up having a steak, which was amazing. And then I had some strawberry ice cream afterwards, which I'll just say it was not strawberry ice cream. What did you have?
I had a lot of food. Obviously, I had a appetizer of shrimp cocktail and a Caesar salad. My entree was the salmon. Amazing. Wasn't it good?
Yeah, salmon was
amazing.
Yeah.
It was some red potatoes and some steamed vegetables. And for dessert, I had butter pecan. He bought me like 4 things of ice cream, but I had butter pecan ice cream. And then I had the Carnival's chocolate melting cake with a side of peanut butter and 2 more cups of ice cream. I think I had a drink. I've had many drinks today.
Yeah, I had a drink then too. I had a sangria, red sangria.
I probably outdrank Jordan today. Who knows? But and then after that, we came back in the room and watched a little bit of what did we watch? What is this called?
Well, I went to the gym.
Went to the gym.
And used the sauna and the steam room, and then we came back and watched The Greatest Showman.
Actually, no. When you were at the gym, I went to meet the cruise director. Had to put up a nice, amazing concert. It was great. Actually, had a good time on that.
Lee, good old Lee.
So we do things that we want separately. Cause I'm not going to anybody's gym. Say that right now. Okay. I'm on a cruise, but I understand people that go to gyms. That's fine. And then we came and went to the comedy club that we just got back from. It's like past midnight, by the way. So let's talk about the comedy club.
It was some of the funniest stuff I've ever seen. And I work at a theater which have comedy shows. But no, yeah, the two comedics, comedics that they had up there was hilarious. And then also, though, the crowd activity made it even more funnier. It was funny. It was great, especially with everybody having drinks in them at that point. So a lot of people was really tipsy or impaired.
So by the way, there are two kinds of shows. There was the all ages show, and then there was the adults only, like kind of X-rated kind of show. That's what we went to. If you're easily offended, don't go to those shows because they let it all hang out.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it though. So if I like people like
he was crying. He was literally crying.
It was so funny, and it was amazing. So yeah, so you know we have a good day planned tomorrow. Tomorrow we have a full day on the ship. Starting with me going on boats. Are you going to work out in the morning?
Yeah, I plan on it.
Okay, I'm doing the. But anyway, go to the sea day brunch. We have a thing where we take turns picking out who chooses lunch. I have lunch tomorrow. I'm choosing lunch tomorrow. Brunch, sea day brunch.
Dinner tomorrow.
Choosing dinner, and we'll have another recap for you all for day 2 of Carnival celebration. We'll catch you all later.
Deuces.